Hello, YouTube! Today we cover some of the best moments on The Jerry Springer Show. With its fistfights, fetishes, and farm animals, the controversial talk show has pushed the limits of daytime television with on-air mayhem that has attracted millions of loyal viewers. Despite the buzz, some may take offense in the behavior depicted, so viewer discretion is advised. Before we get to it, please subscribe to get more awesome videos from us. Also remember to give this a thumbs up at the end. Number 5. So you're not gonna fight for me? Couple drama is the best kind of drama to spectate. It may not feel nice when you're part of the situation, but this woman got herself into some deep trouble. Michaela came on the show to make a confession that she'd been unfaithful to her boyfriend. She cheated on her boyfriend with one of his most closest friends. According to Michaela, things were good for the first 7 months they were together, until one Friday morning when her boyfriend gave a horrible attitude and started questioning her about sensitive matters as he packed his bags. Michaela was crying because she didn't understand what was going on.
No, I literally just woke up and he was just being rude.
How long had you been?
But agreed to drop him off at his mother's house. After a day of crying and asking around what could have gone wrong, she was not able to point out why her boyfriend was acting up. His friend, Emery, came over to pick up the rest of his belongings, and Michaela started venting to him. At the moment, he started wiping off tears from her face, telling Michaela how she looked like an angel when she was crying. And of course, the crowd goes, "Aww." But he continued to tell her sweet nothings, which lured her into his trap of sleeping with him. This was the main reason why she was on the show. She regretted it and wanted another chance with her boyfriend. Emery was called to the stage and seemed heartbroken that Michaela turned what happened between them as a mistake. But he still gave her flowers and read out a poem for her. Desmond then gets on stage and grabs the flowers off of Michaela's hands and smacks Emery with them. Desmond doesn't even open his mouth after receiving a huge punch in the face and chooses to walk away from it all. Michaela then follows Desmond as he leaves, asking him, "Where are you going? You're not gonna fight for me?" Talk about taking an L on the air. Number 4. Surprise! I'm a man. Jeff decided to go to the Jerry Springer Show to confront a girl that had been constantly clinging on to him after they hooked up at a parking lot by a bar. As Jeff narrated, he was out to have a good time since he needed to take a load off his mind. His main aim was to find someone to take home with him, or something close to it. He then started taking shot after shot, which of course got him tipsy. As he was scouting around, he noticed one particular girl giving him attention. According to Jeff, the girl approached him and started caressing him, and one thing led to another. Yeah, I don't buy it either. Anyway, she confessed that she was a virgin, and Jeff had accepted her offer, which was oral play. The next day, Jeff couldn't remember exact details of what went down, until the girl kept constantly nagging at him for a real date. Jeff was clear that he couldn't take a girl like her out on a date due to the lack of morals. Calling her such names was what sparked up the intense anger that had her come on the show. Since Jeff continued to list off his requirements as to why he wouldn't date such a girl, he got a bombshell that he wasn't expecting. She asked him, "What are you?" He of course responds, "A man." And then, yes, she replies, "So am I." And the crowd goes ballistic. I am sure at that very moment, Jeff wished to have taken her out on that date that she always wanted. Number 3. Winner takes home the girl. This girl went to the Jerry Springer Show to find out who loved her the most. 2 boys were fighting for her attention and were ready to face off of whatever challenge. The girl demanded they take off their shirts and kneel on the floor. These guys were serious. The 2 boys were then given cat food, and in the end, the one who ate the most gets to keep the girl. The crowd, of course, egged them on, and they went through with it. Apart from their food bowls giving their respective names, they were given cat ears to wear. The only price she was to pay at the end of it all was to give the winner a kiss. The crowd went wild and started chanting. At the end of it, Adam won the competition and got to keep the girl. I'm not sure how worth it was, but, he got to keep the girl. Number 2. He left his baby mama for a stripper. Nate has been cheating on his girlfriend, Kiera, with a stripper, Brooklyn, and is ready to leave his girlfriend to be with her. Nate explained they met at a strip club, where Brooklyn gave him a lap dance, and since then, they have been keeping contact often. When Jerry asked Nate if the 2 women knew about each other, he openly confessed that they did. And of course, the crowd went crazy. What was more interesting was the fact that the 2 went to school together. He confessed that Kiera had found some flirty texts on his phone from Brooklyn, but the juice of the story, however, was a suggestive video that was aired on the show. Nate confessed that he lied to his girlfriend about leaving Brooklyn.
Get these handcuffs for you.
But he was ready to come clean about how he really felt. Things were calm until Nate dropped the bombshell that he was still messing around with a stripper girl, provoking Kiera to smack him on the head. I mean, what did he expect? Hugs and kisses? She was mad that she was taking responsibility for their child, while he was out disrespecting her, and it was evident that the crowd was on her side. As you know Jerry, he lives for the drama. Brooklyn was brought on stage, and she immediately hugged Nate. His girlfriend pounced on her, and a fight broke out with everyone losing their wigs. Afterward, Brooklyn then goes to twerk next to Nate. This girl is the real version of a mean girl. Anyways, more fighting and provoking takes place, yada yada yada, and then Nate makes his final verdict. And of course, he chooses the stripper.
I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Number 1. Real girlfriend versus online girlfriend. Alexis, Brian's girlfriend, wants to get to the bottom of her boyfriend Brian's apparent online love affair with Dominique. According to Dominique, their relationship has lasted for about 7 months, but the two have never met in person. Still, they claim to be in love and want to take things a step further. Dominique explained that it all started when Brian Facebook messaged her, but she opted for a video chat instead, so he didn't think that she was a catfish. From then, the relationship started blowing up with constant texts and calls daily. The drama started when Brian made things public. Alexis later inboxed Dominique questioning her about Brian. When she was told that he already had a woman, things got heated. So heated that Dominique logged onto Brian's Facebook and left a very suggestive post. It was revealed that Brian was not only unfaithful to both of them, but also had other women that he was flirting with. I personally have only one question. It was the beginning of a series of events that no one was expecting. Dominique had requested Brian to give their relationship another try, and he was ready to leave his on and off girlfriend of 6 years for her. Alexis was called back on stage, and of course, she went ballistic. She told Dominique that she was stupid for falling for a man she had never met. Dominique wasn't taking any of that crap, and decided to bring out her claws, if you know what I mean. They were of course separated by security, as the crowd continued to chant Jerry's name. Brian then tells Alexis that Dominique showed him something that she didn't. When she asks him what that is exactly, Dominique responds, "Obviously I'm showing him something better, 'cause you're there." Before I even get to watch this part, I'm sure bad things are about to go down. Alexis lunged for Dominique, and a serious catfight broke out. It got so intense that the two dropped to the floor. When the fight was stopped, Jerry asked Brian what he wanted, and he was sure of ending his relationship with Alexis. Alexis did have a piece of her mind to share, as they reminisce on their time as high school sweethearts. Brian wasn't really getting as emotional, though. He was sorry for wasting her time. 6 years, though? I'm sure this part will have you hating Brian, even if you haven't met him. Drama, drama, drama. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. And be sure to let us know down below which moment was your favorite. Thanks, and have a great day.